of love, the spirit of divine perfection, because there is divine order and perfection to all that is. These human experiences, these human dramas, are part of the evolution of consciousness, the evolution of mankind. It is what we are here for, to experience in human form, which I displayed and I portrayed and I reenacted in the role that I fulfilled. And all of you experience this in your lives in many ways, of not feeling the sense of total love and acceptance, feeling that the people around you sometimes in your lives do not recognize your beauty, your greatness, your heart, your soul. And so these tools that are given to you by the angelic realm, by your guides, are to remind you of who you are. Who you are in truth. That you are all, in essence, ascended beings. That you have the propensity to be ascended beings. It is within your DNA. And as we approach this season that is known as the season of Christmas, which is about raising our awareness, our vibration, bringing the collective consciousness to a greater sense of love and well-being and brotherhood and sisterhood, it is that ultimate experience of joy. And if you truly experience the fulfillment of that in its total majesty, the lights of the Christmas tree will be dull compared to the lights of your spirit. The reverberations of the lights that we look at a Christmas tree are nothing more than an emulation of your own lighting of your own chakras. If you saw your chakras in full attunement, as the lights of each one of them was in full blast, in full volume, and full energetic proclamation of your spirit, you would not know what to do with that. And so I invite you to be the fullness of your being, to be your anointed selves, to really see the true mastery of who you are. For all of that which I have proclaimed is yours. It is yours. It is your God-given right and heritage. It is yours. I invite you to remember that, to proclaim that, to step into your mastery and your power of your brilliance and your Godhead and your Christ consciousness and your full awareness, which have been most significantly proclaimed by masters who walk on this earth, and even people who have been in this past century, who have shown us that joy, whether it was musicians, singers, saints, in physical bodies, such as Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, who showed and proclaimed great and wonderful beauty of heart, of forgiveness. A man who lived 27 years in prison, has shown the message and demonstrated the message of love, of forgiveness. And so I invite you to step into your own forgiveness of your own self, beginning with you. Forgiving yourself for all of your, what you consider your own failings to live up to yourself, highest self. To forgive yourself. And to love yourself for all your human permutations, your human frailties, flaws. For those are nothing more than cracks and crevices of the heart to open you to deeper realms of your own awareness and consciousness and your own understanding of what it is to be, to feel, to experience the fullness of who you are in your fullness of your vulnerability and your essence. And it is through experiencing that awareness and the presence that you invite in the magnificence of all that is to be present within you, so you can experience it in its fullness, in its majesty, in its glory, in every way. Amen. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. We experience the angelic beauty of the realms that are there for you and in presence in every moment. And it is as above as below. So as being in your fullness of your beingness that you experience your mastery is not about leaving the physical body to experience the glory of God. It is experiencing the glory of God within your humanness at this moment right now. And loving yourself for all that you are and all that you are not. And so I invite you to breathe into that awareness. And hold within that space all that is and all that is not. The contrast and yet the wholeness. The yin and the yang, the alpha and the omega. What is, what is not, what could be, and what perhaps is not. What has not been and what can be. It is all in the moment of the possibility of beingness and presence. And in that you are birthing yourself over and over again in each moment as you breathe in to that which is your moment-to-moment existence in this moment and in the next moment. That's all there is the now, right here, as said by many masters. The gateway teacher of the 60s, Ramdas, said that so well. And the spiritual teachers have been waving that consciousness in front of you of awareness, reminding you, giving you signposts and recognitions and understandings so that you remember who you are. To come out of your collective amnesia to your sense of awareness of now, who you are now, right now, in this moment. In your fullness and gloriousness of who you are in this moment. You are the one you have been waiting for. Blessed be to all of you. Amen. Thank you.
so full of gratitude for all of you coming together tonight. So full of gratitude for the beautiful souls on this panel. I'm awed. It's like, wow. We're at a precipice at this point in our lives. We so love technology. Blessings to you. We're at a point in our evolution, in our awakening, in our awareness, in our remembering, where the portals of why we incarnated in the first place will suddenly start to open and appear and be easy and be simple. We have been the placeholders. We have been the light beings. We have been the ones that have been hidden in plain sight, not just for this lifetime, but for the lifetime before that, and before that, and before that, and before that, on this planet, known as Earth, and as other planets and systems throughout the entire cosmos. We have been asked to serve. We have come in with our expertise and our skills and our talents, and we were asked to hold space for a planet to awaken to itself as an essence of love, with beings that were already love, not knowing that they were love, in forms and contracts and roles that made everything that was not love up for becoming one with love. And it has been an incredible journey. And we have rememberings. And we have rememberings. We remember how to do things, how to be things. We have gifts inside of us that are so phenomenal that it blows the human consciousness away to have even an inkling of an idea of what is possible now, right now, in this moment, moving forward, simply because it is time and we can. And our lives have reflected the circumstances, the batched opportunities for density to be dissolved and harmonized back into oneness. What we would call the shadow and the light as one. There is no separation of shadow and of light. It is all love. It is all energy, and it all had a reason for being. Every single circumstance, every single piece in our current lives and all of our lives before has had a collective reason. And some of us feel a bit weary, wondering when the portals for our gifts to show up in livelihood and in being are going to open. Well, guess what? The time of the service and the contracts and the mandates. Yes, we were mandated. Go down to earth and take care of things that need to be taken care of. And many of us went, are you kidding me? No, go down to earth, and here's the roles you're going to play, and here's the people you're going to play with, and here's the energies you're going to play with. And we went, wow, terms of service. We are in an energetic place right now in this time where there's no more mandates. And there's no more contracts. There's a few details of contracts that some of us are still playing through, which is fine. But the contracts don't rule and the mandates don't rule. So the question becomes, if you're in a place where there are no contracts, and there are no stories, and there are no judgments, and there are no restrictions, and there are no limitations, except for the hangnails that are still around, looking to be harmonized, what is it that you choose in this moment to play with, to bring forth, to birth, to be? We've rolled the energies from one into another. We've rolled the energies from Amy into Gary into me. The question is, it's really amazing and wonderful to be in a state of bliss and happiness because we are meditating and we've raised our vibration, and that has helped us move through mountains of density. But now the question is, how are we going to play here on this planet right now in this time period, starting right in this moment, bringing all of that infinite potential and that infinite God essence that we are, and connected in oneness with all that is, through these incredible, phenomenal human forms that are just waiting to have divine grace and inspired action flow through us. So we ask, what are the dreams of your soul that have been calling you? And you've gone, no, I'm sorry, I can't right now, I've got a job. I got to take care of somebody. I got to do something. Fill in the blank, whatever you want to do, whatever the reason, whatever the piece is. Right now is the time when you take into your meditations and you take into your sacred circles and you take into your spiritual collectives and your families that you can play with the questions. What is it that I'm now choosing to be, to play? What service do I now choose to bring forth? Not because somebody told you that you were good at it, but because you know at the very core of your being that it's the exact reason why you're here when you're done being a placeholder. And then you start a different journey, and it does not matter what your age is, because there is no time, and it does not matter what a calendar says for age, okay? All that matters is that you have a willingness to be willing to open up your heart to the possibility that you have gifts to share. There are people that want those gifts, and the only piece that becomes the question is then, what inspired steps are coming forth for me to listen to start this process, fully trusting that you are supported completely and wholly in infinite possibilities. As all the right people, places, situations, and things start magically and serendipitously appearing in your life, and you go, yes, thank you. Even if you don't know why, you go, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but you just keep saying, I'm open, I'm willing. The times are changing that we no longer work with the mind, which we got to tell you, the mind has gotten a bad rap. Okay, here's the relationship. The heart has felt all the wounds from the beginning of time. And the mind, being a good masculine energy, has been, I just want to problem solve. I want to take care of you. Like a man and a woman, or in a relationship where there's masculine and female energies, you know, and there's all these emotions, and the masculine comes, I want to fix it. I want to help you. What can I do? So it just keeps going on this loop, and this loop, and this loop, and the heart says, just stop. Just hold me. Just listen. Just be quiet so that I can breathe. I just need to listen and to be open. And when you start to have a different relationship with your mind and your heart, when you come from a different heart set, within your heart, where logic goes out the window, okay? And if it seems logical, it's probably the right step, because then you are in divine flow and divine guidance, and that's when the miracles allow themselves to flow and to flow and to flow. We cannot emphasize enough 12:12, 12:21, 12:31, 1:1. Each one of those is a portal giving you the opportunity to say, yes, I am willing to be willing. I don't know how, show me. Yes, I am willing. I am willing to be willing to know that I am perfect and complete. I am not broken. I do not need to be fixed. And I embrace, because I'm willing to be willing to embrace all these aspects of me that I have this, that, and the other, and segmented and thrown, and we don't need to be there anymore. It's simple. It's really simple. Embrace that which is, whether it feels shadow or light, because it's all part of love. We want to take you back to a place of remembering. So, in these beautiful energies of infinite possibilities, take 3 deep, relaxing, cleansing breaths, closing your eyes, knowing that you are not only safe, but supported by so many beings of light and angels and masters of the entire cosmos, because they want you to know that you are supported and that you matter. You matter so much, and you are so loved. And in this space, imagine the cosmos opening up, and white light comes down, not just through your crown, but all the way down your being, all the way down your chakras, your body, out your root, out your feet, down, 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 down into the center of Mother Earth. And Mother Earth says, oh, thank you for this light, because it feels so good to be connected. And in gratitude, she sends up the pink light of the pink quartz crystal at the center of her heart, and brings it back up through the earth, and back up through your feet, and back up through the root, and back up through your entire being, up to the cosmos. And everything is one. And there is no separation. Now imagine, we're going to take a small journey. Going back, 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 to the beginning of time, to the beginning of creation, to the beginning of love and divinity and oneness. Golden, golden light of the sun, behind the sun, behind the sun, behind the sun, all the way to the central sun. And if you're able to put your hand on your heart, because within your heart is a mirror of the central sun of oneness. And as we are able to bring that light back, 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 and as it comes in, every wound and story and misunderstanding and restriction and limitation and mandate, every single piece surrounding worth and value and respect are now harmonized. And you bring all of this back into your being, into your heart. Your heart is open. Your heart is willing to be willing to receive. And as this golden light fills your entire energetic being, you especially feel a warmth starting across your shoulder blades heading down your torso, heading down your hips, and your back. Your entire torso is completely blanketed, supported, and loved by the most beautiful, divine, golden light as you feel not only the presence of the divine, but you feel yourself as divine. And all those places where there have been hits and moments and circumstances and life has happened since you have been a soul no longer matter. They are soothed, they are nourished, they are bathed in the golden light of the central sun and the sun within you. And you feel yourself willing to be willing to just simply be as it dissolves and harmonizes into oneness, going back home to the central sun for milk and cookies, safe and sound. Thank you for your service. And as you breathe in this golden light, something starts to happen, a miracle. You start to feel a difference in your own possibilities, in your own gifts, in your own worth, in your own value, and suddenly you have no doubt. And no, we're not talking about the singing group. You have no doubt that you are one, that you are whole, that you are infinite, and this world is now your playground, and it is your time to play big now because you can, and it's time. So in this place of perfection, of divine light, of oneness with all that is, what intent do you set this evening, this beautiful December evening, as we head from 2013 into 2014? Hold on to your hats, because it's going to be absolutely mad, wicked awesome. What do you set as your intent for what you are going to be open to receive in your life, in your livelihood, in your relationships, in your health, in your relationship with yourself as a divine being? Because all it takes is a willingness to be willing, and it all starts from there. Know that any time that you wish to come back to this remembering of all that you are, this essence of golden light, of central sun, of the fire within you that burns so passionately and so deeply and so infinitely, just put your hand on your heart. Allow your heart to be in a heart set. Be willing to be willing. Make your choice and let it go. And be open to the miracles that will start to unfold. And always remember gratitude, because it's a nice way to give back. And start to see what comes your way. And if you're feeling particularly frisky, maybe you'll take a piece of paper, or you'll take some photos, or you'll take some images, or you'll write a journal, or you'll do something that'll actually set out what is it that you desire, that you're open to allowing in. Not goals, but desires. What do you desire to feel? Maybe bring forth 5 desires that you would like to play with in 2014, and creatively put them down on a piece of paper. And then let it go. And be open to the miracles of your heart and your oneness. We hold you with such love, and we are a whisper away. We love you dearly, and man, we can't wait to see what you bring forth in 2014. Infinite love, gratitude, and blessings. Thank you.